Good morning. All right. You're definitely going to hear some background noise, so I'm sorry about that, but I want to get this woman's name and face out on my page as soon as possible, so I'm going to go ahead and do this now. The Boston Police Department is seeking the public's assistance in efforts to locate Reina Morales Rojas, 41, of East Boston. She is described as a Hispanic female, 5'5", 145 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. Morales Rojas was last seen on 11/26/22 entering a car in the area of Bennington Street, East Boston, and dropped off in Somerville. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is advised to contact 911 or A7 detectives at 617-343-4324. If you would prefer to share information anonymously, you could do so by calling the Crime Stoppers tip line at 1-800-494-TIPS or by texting the word TIP to crime at 27463. In East Boston, advocates gathered in front of the police station hoping to call attention to the mysterious disappearance of a 41-year-old mother of two. They say Reina Morales Rojas deserves more outrage and concern over her case. Rojas was last seen getting out of a car in Somerville. She was reported missing November 28th, but Boston police didn't put out an appeal to the public until January. I want to make sure that our resources, it's equally for everyone, said Lucy Pineda, head of Latinos Unidos in Massachusetts, an Everett-based advocacy group for immigrants. Boston police made a plan to meet with the group Wednesday. A police spokesperson defended the work of detectives, saying they tirelessly followed through with every lead possible, interviewing acquaintances and working with investigators in surrounding communities. So the police are saying they have been working, but the advocacy group is afraid that they haven't until just recently. This is her most recent appearance in the middle. She looks a lot different with different hairstyles. So get a good look at her face. She's very pretty. Pineda said Rojas moved to East Boston last year and has worked at a food preparation company out of Logan Airport. She said Rojas left an important job in her home country. Reina Rojas was a police officer in El Salvador in the city of Santa Ana. She said Reina is an example of thousands of women fleeing from Central American and Latin American countries. Their dream is to come to the United States to have a better life, said Pineda. Boston police are asking anyone with information to call 911 or 617-343-4324. Somerville State Police joined search for East Boston woman as loved ones demand more attention to case. The 41-year-old mother of two was last seen in Somerville on November 26th, according to police. She was reported missing 2 days later. East Boston police released new photos of Reina Morales Rojas and an East Boston woman who has been missing since November 26th. Get a good look at her. She's got pretty brown or black hair naturally, but it looks like she likes to dye it. It looks like it was black when she went missing, though. 2 months after Reina Morales Rojas was last seen, in less than 2 weeks since police publicized her disappearance, a crowd gathered outside the East Boston police station Tuesday to demand more action in the search for the missing mother of two. The 41-year-old East Boston woman was last seen getting into a car near Bennington Street in East Boston on November 26th, police previously said. She was dropped off in Somerville. Some advocates have pointed to the Boston Police Department's delayed public response. The department didn't go public with its search until January 12th, a sign that authorities haven't done enough to find Morales Rojas. 1 second. Why we are here today is because we don't know the status of this case of Reina, Lucy Pineda, executive director of Luma, said in a live stream on Tuesday's vigil. Luma is the Everett-based Latinos Unidos in Massachusetts. She said Morales Rojas was a former police officer in El Salvador who moved to Boston in May and worked in the airline food industry. Pineda held a microphone to her cell phone at one point, allowing Morales Rojas' family members in El Salvador to address the crowd. Citing the other recent cases of missing women from around Massachusetts, Pineda asserted that authorities and media outlets have dedicated fewer resources and less attention to Reina. A lot of media, a lot of information, helicopters, state troopers, drones, breaking news, and other cases. But what happened with Reina? Pineda asked as those around held signs reading "Latino Lives Matter" and "Donde está Reina?" The Boston Police Department did not immediately return a request for comment. However, Mary Ellen Burns, Boston Police Chief of Communications, told the Boston Globe that the department has been working to find Ms. Morales Rojas since she was reported missing at the end of November, describing the investigation as very active. Burns acknowledged that Boston Police Department could have publicized Morales Rojas' disappearance earlier, according to the Globe, but emphasized that police have interviewed a number of people and followed up on all leads so far. So they're admitting that they could have publicized the case sooner. Well, yeah, 2 months sooner. That would have been helpful. On Tuesday, Massachusetts State Police said its detectives and Somerville Police are assisting in the investigation. So they waited 2 months to come out and tell us that she was even missing. And that's unacceptable, in my opinion. So I took this screenshot, and it's really hard to see. I took it from Lighting the Way Home from the Vanished. She did a really good live on Reina yesterday. And she showed that it was like a 20-minute drive from East Boston to where she went, way over here. So if anyone has any information on Reina Morales Rojas, please contact the Crime Stoppers at 1-800-494-TIPS. And please keep her in your prayers and in your thoughts and share this around. Lighting the Way Home for the Vanished did a great one if you want to share hers. She's got a family at home that's begging for help, and she's got 2 children. So please share this out and get her face and name out there. She deserves the attention. She's missing still. And she's barely got any attention, and nobody cared to give her the attention for 2 months. And who knows where she is now. So continue prayers for her. May her family find some answers. Hi, Albie Frank. What's up, man? Yeah, I just wanted to get her name and face out there on my page. I'm wondering who she got in the car with, who gave her a ride, where she dropped her off to, what was her plans there, where she was at, like who was she being dropped off with? Was she with anybody when she took that car ride, or was she just by herself? Like the police haven't given us anything. So it would be really nice to know a little bit more, but this is all we have for now. So share out what we have, and hopefully somebody has seen something. All right. See you later, guys. Have a nice day. I hope everyone's day is bright and awesome and full of blessings. Bye.